is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Mingin Moto Show. Slow, no dust, 10 miles an hour. Fuck that. I'm out in the desert, bitch. You ain't gonna tell me what to goddamn do. Last time I checked, this is America, motherfucker. If you see death coming from this project, call this 1-800 number. Ha! Like, nobody gives a shit. I don't know what the hell they're doing over here, but hell. So, today's episode of my manic bullshit of nothingness, of me just riding around the desert like a jackwagon. Hey, look, a nice little ladder. Hey, look, a dirt bike tire. I want to talk about something a little bit interesting. At least interesting to me, right? Now, if you remember, if you keep up with my videos, you'll see that I made a deep, dark thought video about when I was out there in Johnson Valley. Now, in that 42-minute and 38-second video, or something like that, I was talking about people who disappear and I mentioned Susan Cox Powell in that video. Now this next one I'm going to talk about, I've known since it happened. Kenny Veach, who went missing out in the Vegas area. What the hell? People who search for Kenny Veach and the supposed M Cave and all that type of shit, right? Now my whole thing is, yeah, I would love to be able to have the ability to go roam the desert. Well, I'm already roaming the desert, but that's a whole nother different topic I'm talking about. Right, so get away from those. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on riding while talking too, so now I would love to go rip it up out in these desert areas. On my dirt bike where people have gone missing. In search of these missing people. Susan Cox Powell, Kenny Veach, you know. These certain cases where the desert is involved. Because I'm all for, as you can tell, ripping it up out here in the desert. This is all I know is riding out here in the desert for the most part. So to me, this is like second nature, right? And no matter what, depending on the circumstances, I can cover a lot more ground on a dirt bike than I can on foot. With the exception of climbing up some of these like canyons and shit, right, where you have to be on foot. Which leads me to the point where I would love to have my own house on a big piece of desert property, right? Now this is actually pretty dangerous what the fuck I'm doing. Just blasting through these off the beaten path as fast as I am. But am I gonna stop? Not right now, I'm not. Just gotta know your terrain, know how to read it, and ride it accordingly until you get to because half the reason why I want my own place out in the desert is, of course, to get away from society and have a peace of mind. And of course, a place that I call my own. But on top of that, I think that it brings some interesting exploration videos, because yeah, just there's so much stuff to explore out in nature, and so many things to see that we take it for granted for the most part. Now I'm kind of merging two of my video ideas into this one just because it would only make sense to me to do that. But Like there's some firewood right there. If I had a chainsaw, I'd come back out here with my truck and a chainsaw, cut that shit up. But yeah, just having my own place on a big piece of desert property would be really nice. But being able to go search for some of these missing people, even if I never even if nothing ever turns up, it'd still be an interesting thing, because you know, really gotta be careful through all this shit, because stuff like that is pretty soft and steep. I mean, if I were to go and search for these people, like, I mean, I don't have the ability to do that, because, you know, I don't have the time or the money to do it. And I also have responsibilities, like my job. But I think I'm just like everybody else who has and wants to go search for these missing people, right? I just want to find answers for the family. Even though I have a strong hunch that the families are in on it half the damn time. And maybe even had something to do with it. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about getting the clout and the 15 minutes of fame of breaking news. Minion Moto found the answers of what happened to such and such person. I'm not worried about that. I don't care. I don't want that shit, because that would only bring up but bullshit and problems. Like, why did you go looking for him? Why did you find him? Why did you like this? Maybe somebody knows where they're at and don't want them to be found. Or hell, maybe they purposely went missing to not be found so they could live a different life. I did not notice this shit earlier. Get away from the tree. But I mean, I don't know, dude, like, honestly, if we all just quit chasing after the likes and the views and the interaction with people on social media and seeing what the most recent trending thing is, and quit tracing after trying to be like way up here in the work world and the social world. And yeah, I'm all for making money because you gotta have money to survive, but occasionally we gotta stop doing whatever the hell we're doing, take a break for a minute, and you know, get out here in the nature, man. Like, that's where my second video comes into play that I was talking about. I gotta be careful over here because I know this section over here is really tore up. Yeah. And this clay is really dense shit. It doesn't like to give way at all if you hit it. Your bike will stop, the clay shit won't break at all. But yeah, I don't know, man, that's just kind of something that it interests me enough to like look into it a little bit, but not enough to go on a full-on search and rescue mission and do like 5 hours worth of research every day about certain, you know, I don't have that kind of patience. I mean, I don't even have patience to listen to my own self-talk or think, let alone I'm kind of a high-strung person a little bit, like in a good way, you know. I'm always wanting to move, always wanting to work, always just like bam, let's go, get after it, make shit happen. Oh yeah, seeing that I'm stopped, I'm gonna pull out my bang stick, make sure it's on the ready. Nobody saw nothing because I don't have nothing. I'm not doing anything. America. And another quick topic I'm going to talk about, if y'all are even still watching. Quit looking at social media and influencers on their opinion on stupid fucking shit. Like Roe versus Wade. Who fucking cares? It's not my fucking business. And my opinion is not going to fucking change. I don't know enough about Roe versus Wade. I don't know enough about politics. I don't know enough about fucking this and that. That's why the fuck I stay out of it. I don't know about it. You ask me something about dirt bikes, I'll tell you, okay, KTM 250SX. You get on it, you start it, warm it up, and you go ride and you have fun and you smile. Okay? How hard is that? That's fucking so simple. Motorcycle equals fun. Just like Jake the Garden Snake. Can't drink out of a can without a straw with my helmet on. But, and then, well, one thing that does bug me is I'm not following all these anti-gun laws that are now coming up left and right out of nowhere. I'm not following it, right? Even though I should, because it affects me being a legal, law-abiding citizen who's a gun owner. Or let me rephrase that. I'm a law-abiding citizen of the United States that's a legal gun owner. Not committing crimes. I'm not out hurting nobody. This is what I do. I go to work, pay my bills, I come out, ride dirt bikes, have fun. And occasionally, if I want to go bang, bang, bang and shoot that little mound of dirt right there just to get a little bit of practice on my marksmanship and my aiming for my self-protection for when I'm at home or out here, you know, that's okay. Not only my Second Amendment right to do so, but I also have the God-given right and the right as a human being. We all have the God-given right, whatever God you believe in, and as a human being, we all have the right to live a long, prosperous, peaceful, healthy life, and to be able to defend ourselves from a person or persons or any other entity of any way, shape, and form from harming us. Whether that be a couple wild dogs wanting to run up on me right now, just bop bop, you know, which would make me feel bad because that would be me taking an innocent animal's life that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing other than just trying to survive. Or the one or two crackheads that might be out here trying to steal shit just to sell for $50 or $100 or $20 to go get their next rock of crack from the drug dealer down the street who's carrying an illegal freaking firearm that's probably stolen or bought from Mexico. Well, one of the two. You see what I'm saying? So if you want my honest opinion about goddamn anything, just mind your goddamn business. Just do your thing. Don't worry. I mean, fuck, like, the government's not going to listen to anybody no matter what. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want. Period. Am I pro-life or pro-choice? Look, my thing is, yeah, you should have every right to do whatever the fuck you want with your goddamn body, especially if you've had, you know, an assault happen on you, or, you know, you're not going to be able to take care of that baby or whatever the fuck, right? But at the same goddamn time, after a certain amount of time, dude, like, you know, if you've been pregnant for God, like 5 months, 4.5, over 4.5, 5 months, and you don't want that baby, just carry the baby the full term and then give the thing up for adoption if you can't take care of it. Well, I'm gonna wreck my body. Well, you should have thought about that before you had unprotected sex. That's the way it is. Now, is that pro-life or pro-choice by what I just said? It's neither, because like I said, it's none of my fucking business. Shit fucking happens. People are gonna do whatever the fuck they're gonna do, whether it's legal or not. And I'm gonna tell you what, honestly, I believe this. We're already in a world of shit right now with everything that's going on. And you know, if the government keeps going with the way they're going with banging more and more bang sticks and shit, a lot of illegal gun owners are going to become criminals, and they're going to start carrying illegal guns. And to tell you the truth, there's a lot more illegal gun owners in this country than there are police and military and government all put together. And they also have more guns than the amount of people that are in this goddamn country. That's for damn fact. So it's like, you know, there's like 425 million guns in this country, and I think there's like 30 to 50 million legal gun owners in this country, and that number's only rising every single day. Whether there's like bans and what, an assault rifle or an assault weapon is not a fucking legit fucking term to describe any type of weapon at all. until that particular weapon is used to assault somebody. Like, for example, piece of wood, right? Nothing to it, just a piece of wood. Now if I took this and fucking hit somebody, it's now an assault weapon. It's not a weapon as right here. It's not a weapon. It's just a piece of wood. Now it's an assault weapon because I just hit somebody with it, right? That's how that works. Same thing with my bang stick. It's just a tool. It's just a bang stick until I use it to go out and criminally assault somebody with it. See how that works? And then at that point, it becomes an assault with a deadly weapon. You see how that works? It's the wording and how the the wording to describe certain things and the actions that we're taking with that particular item. Nothing can be an assault weapon until it is used to assault somebody. And half the goddamn time it's just freaking people defending themselves. I can't do this. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, deuces, love you.